What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Allison and Chris video. Allison is not in this video today. I asked her if she wanted to do it and she was like, nah. Forgot to ask her why she didn't want to do it, but it doesn't really matter because this video is more about a superpower I have discovered that I have. I have been giving people advice and answering questions for them about a variety of things, mostly relationship advice, emotional advice, what to do when you're sad. I figured since I was so good at it, I'd answer a couple of these online in case anybody else had the same questions as the people who are asking them. Question number 1. He said, anyone else literally stay in bed on your phone thinking, I need to do something, but you stay on your phone until you get stressed because you haven't done that thing, and then you have a meltdown. Tips on how to motivate yourself to do the thing. A lot of time that I'm on my phone, I'm not really doing a lot. I'm looking at the same 3 or 4 apps. I haven't posted something on this in a while, haven't posted on that in a while. Did I add to my story, yada yada. Dude, man, all you gotta do is get an app called Planoly. And it will let you schedule posts ahead of time. So literally when you wake up in the morning, just spend 45 minutes putting your online posts together, schedule them to roll out at different times throughout the day, and move on and go get that thing done. Calendars are pretty important. If you put it on the calendar, you've got to look at it and go, okay, it's not just in my head that I'm not doing something, it's literally written down that I'm not doing something, and that'll kind of motivate you to get it done and make you a little bit aware of, just how long it's been hanging over your head. Next one. All right. She says that all of her classmates are graduating this week, but not her because she didn't finish her thesis. She has anxiety attacks because of not having it done and all her friends having it done, and that's preventing her from actually finishing. How can I overcome this feeling? Well, if it's just a feeling that you're worried about, just understand that there isn't any real race between you and your friends. Most likely 95% of these people you're not even going to talk to in a period of 5 to 10 years. But, it is a thesis statement and you are supposed to be graduating. So your problem really isn't anxiety preventing you from doing your thesis. Your problem is most likely you don't know enough about your subject. So just a tip, do a little bit more digging on whatever topic your thesis is about and then try to write it. All right, what else we got here? This is from a guy. He wants to know how to react to a female friend who has just had their heart broke. Well, obviously, age plays a very important part of this. And, there's something to be said about just Romeo and Julieting it. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, that is pretty awesome movie, but I am in no way advocating, suicide because of a broken heart. I actually have worked some female friends through this kind of thing, and basically I start with validating it. It is over. Whatever your friend is saying caused them to end the relationship, or whatever happened that ended the relationship. The first thing you gotta realize is the relationship is over. And you have to come to terms with what you did or didn't do that led to that. And then, now this is the important part, because a lot of people screw this up. What you gotta do is bury those feelings. Pretty much just kind of rewrite them a little bit. You know, that time that you guys went on a romantic picnic, turn that into, oh yeah, there was that time that me and my friends went and had a picnic. And just kind of get your memories a little bit more vague. Instead of remembering holding hands with him, walking down the hall, it becomes, oh, I remember skipping down the hall to get to this class. It was not, I was holding his hand and the sun was reflecting on his face. You want to get rid of that stuff. Trust me, it's nothing but problems to remember that. So, you know, that's one good way is just alter your memories a bit. But a good friend really teaches their friend how to do relationships correctly in the first place. And really that's about self-control and not giving too much of yourself into a relationship. You buy your guy a nice Rolex, and then all of a sudden your relationship goes from, yeah, I'm dating this person to I'm dating this person and I'm committing to a monthly payment for the foreseeable future. And that's never a good thing. Because then instead of evaluating your relationship based on how you guys are treating each other emotionally, how you feel about each other, there you go. What ends up happening is you also factor in the fact that you've spent X amount of money that you don't have on this person. And so breaking up with them is also kind of like twice as bad, because you're gonna be out of a relationship and you're still gonna owe the money for something that you shouldn't have gotten in the first place. Oh, this is a super easy one. Alright, this girl says that she forgets to drink water and it makes her ill. So she wants to know some tips, life hacks on how to remember to drink water. Well, girl, I think you need to go see the doctor, because I don't drink water. I mean, I do when nothing else is available, but I drink soda. I drink Mountain Dew specifically, and I drink probably 10 cans of it a day, and it doesn't make me ill. So maybe just quit drinking water and drink something that tastes good, like Mountain Dew. This girl wants to know if men get butterflies over women. Yes. Yes, they do. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Is it okay to have feels for more than one person? Well, if you have multiple personalities, I guess that could be a thing. But for me, nah. You've got for one person and only one person at a given time. Not saying that you can't move on, but you can't move on simultaneously. And I even see that with my friendships. You know, I definitely invest more into the best friend than I do my other friends. And there have even been times that my wife has said that she gets a little bit jealous of the fact that I spend so much time and attention on a best friend. So trying to juggle a best friend and a wife and another girl, I don't think I could do it. You're gonna like one more than the other. You're going to give more of yourself to one person. And that's just how it goes. So to be fair, don't try to split yourself up between people, unless you're using that as a tactic. Now, tactically speaking, if you're trying to make sure that you don't get hurt in a relationship, that is one of the best ways I can think of to do it right there. If you focus everything on one person, and that goes wrong, then your entire world crashes. But, if you got like, 5 girls that you're seeing at the same time, what's that, 20% goes into each girl? Unless all of those relationships die on the exact same day, when they do die, it's only a very small part of you that is going to feel like it died. You can have feels for more than one person. Just remember, it's not going to be the same as if you had feelings for one person. It is always going to be more for one than the other. Personally, I just, I would prefer to spend my time and energy on just one relationship. Because that way, I can really show them who I am, and I can also limit how much I'm actually putting out there. So you still get the 100% effect where, they see everything you have to offer. Your time, your energy, your commitment, your creativity, all that stuff that makes a relationship work. And you just don't have that if you have feels for somebody else. I mean, how can you give 2 people the same amount of time and energy as you could one? It's just not possible. So, long story short, nah. Well, do guys want to date a girl with a tummy or a girl that's skinny? Women of the internet are gonna hate me, but I feel like I'm talking to the guys on this one. I know a girl's the one that asked this question, but you are what you are. And however I answer that question is not going to change whether you have a tummy or you get skinny. So I'm going to answer it for the guys. And I can tell you guys, skinny, you want to go with the skinny girl. And the important part here is birthdays and Christmas. Because eventually you're going to come across this thought where, hey, I should get them clothes for, their birthday or Christmas. And if your girl is a size 0, you can't screw that up. What's she going to do? Be like, oh, I'm a -1? It's going to fit. Whereas you have a girl with a tummy, and you don't exactly know how something is going to fit and how it correlates to that size, you can definitely end up in a situation where your girlfriend opens a present from you and cries. I can't fit into this kind of cry. And that sucks. So go with the skinny girl. Don't run into that problem. Because it's just as bad if you overcut it too. If the girl needs a 2X and you get a 3X, she might cry then too. Blah blah blah, marriage sucks. She doesn't want to cheat, but she also can't afford to live on her own, so she feels like she's trapped in a marriage and that her life is over. Okay. Wow. So many people make things way too complicated. If you don't want to cheat, but your marriage is over, then you need to get a divorce. I understand that she thinks that she can't live on her own, but if you treat it like you would other emergencies that require you to get out of a bad marriage, you're gonna find out that there is a way. So you can't really say that you're sticking in a loveless marriage because you can't afford to live on your own. If you've got real friends, they're gonna support you. There's coworkers. There's also family. I realize nobody wants to be, well, at the point that you've been in a marriage that is over. Obviously, you spent some years there, so I'm guessing 30s, maybe 40s. Yeah, you don't want to live with your parents at 30 or 40. I think you can manage to live with your mom and dad for a couple months. So, yeah, get out. How do I get ahead at work? Spot weaknesses, sabotage. If you guys are downsized or you're just having a hard time getting promoted from, tier 1 to tier 2, a little sugar in the gas tank makes for some attendance problems on people. And if you strike at the right opportunity, they could be on attendance probation. And not being able to start their car and get to work, boom, position open, you get the upgrade. Another way I've seen it happen is, the rumor mill, secret admirer. It's so easy to do. Just, $50, some flowers, balloon, candy, whatever. The person who gets it isn't going to know who it came from. And so they're going to ask. They're probably going to be stupid about it. They are probably going to walk up to other people and be like, hey, who do you think sent them? I'm kind of thinking this person or that person. And if you do this well enough, what happens is a pattern of not doing your work because you're too busy trying to find out who's sending you flowers. You want to talk about an easy way to get upgraded. Who as a manager do you want to trust responsibility with? The person busy working or the person that's going from cubicle to cubicle, office to office, trying to figure out who likes them? It's a no-brainer. So, hey, that's the advice I got for you guys today. I hope it helped some of you. If it didn't, if you've got something that I didn't address, if you need somebody that can, step back and offer you some advice that's real, and not just something that you'll agree with, but something that'll actually make a difference and change your life, ask me. I'll tell you. Peace.